Hello there, very good afternoon to you. It's a wet and rather miserable start to a brand new week, but as we look ahead to the next 48 or so hours, things do get very lively indeed as Storm Barra starts to bundle in from the west. The strongest winds are expected to be across western coastlines and Northern Ireland in particular, but it is going to be wet and windy throughout with the risk of snow north of the Pennines. It's definitely worth staying up to date for the latest forecast on this developing situation. Today's rain clearing away off the scene all the time, leaving a slightly drier and brighter picture for the afternoon, but still those showers never far away. Snow across the higher ground, brightest conditions there towards the south coast and slightly less cold than the weekend. Looking ahead to this evening and overnight, for a time we are going to be seeing clearing skies, cold temperatures and a widespread risk of ice, definitely a widespread frost. And if you look out towards the west, and by lunchtime tomorrow, there's Storm Barra with wet and windy conditions throughout. See you later. Hello there, very good evening to you. Expect some pretty wild weather in the next 24 to 48 hours as Storm Barra starts moving in from the west. We're expecting the strongest winds to be across the western coasts and across Northern Ireland. We've also got the risk of snow across high ground north of the Pennines. For everybody, a wet and a very windy period in the next 48 or so hours. Let's get the detail then. As you can see, we've got this deep area of low pressure, which has been named Storm Barra. Of course, that's what a storm is, a deep area of low pressure that swings in across the UK. And by the time we get to the middle end of the afternoon tomorrow, you can see that we've got widespread weather warnings right across the UK, mostly for wind, but also some for rain and also for snow as well. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's get the detail then. As you can see, there's the rain from this morning clearing off the scene, and behind it through tonight, skies clearing, tumbling temperatures, and therefore the risk of ice is really quite a significant hazard on the roads if you're out and about. But looking ahead to tomorrow in more detail, you can already see that Storm Barra is starting to make landfall across Northern Ireland. And as we work our way through the morning, straight away, we do have that weather warning in force. The potential for this one here to be upgraded to an amber weather warning, and very quickly those warnings in force almost right across the UK. Across more northern parts of England into Scotland, we do have the risk of snow, also some heavy rain on the cards, but it's the wind that's likely to be the most impactful. Behind that main system, we've got sunny spells and showers. But as I say, in the strength of that wind, you really won't care. By the time we jump ahead to Wednesday, it's still wet and windy with the weather warning still in force. That's it. See you later. Look after yourself. Hello there, very good evening to you. Prepare yourself for some wild weather in the next 48 or so hours as Storm Barra starts moving in from the west. The strongest winds are expected to be towards the western coasts and Northern Ireland. We've also got the risk of snow across the higher ground north of the Pennines, but for everybody, it's a wet and a windy 48 hours ahead. Looking ahead to tonight, quite a quiet and clear picture ahead of that storm that sits out to the west of us by the time we end the night. So under those clearing skies, tumbling temperatures and the widespread risk of ice. Looking ahead to tomorrow morning, straight away we get that wind warning in force across Northern Ireland, the potential for this to be upgraded to an amber warning, and very quickly we've got mostly wind and a few rain warnings in force, and also a snow warning as well, sitting towards northern parts of England and southern Scotland. Behind that, a mixture of sunny spells and showers, but it's the wind that's going to be a problem, and it's still windy and unsettled on Wednesday. Good night.